Assalamu alaikum student. Today I am going to explain sternum conide. You know very well there are two meridians in our eye. One is vertical meridian, other is horizontal meridian. The meridian which is more curved, there will be more refraction. Here we can see our vertical meridian is more curved as compared to horizontal meridian. Therefore, the vertical rays are more converging as compared to horizontal meridian. I am going to explain the different points in sternum conide. Now, you can see vertical rays are converging as well as our horizontal rays also converging. But if we see at point A, vertical rays are much more converging as compared to horizontal rays. You can say vertical convergence is much more as compared to horizontal convergence. Therefore, the image found at this point will be horizontal oval. Now we are coming to the next point. At next point, vertical rays focus at a point, come to the, or we can say come to the point of focus, but horizontal rays are still converging. Therefore, the image formed at point B will be a horizontal line. When we come to point 3 or point C, here vertical rays start diverging after coming at a point of focus, but horizontal rays are still converging. Here we can say the amount of vertical divergence is exactly equal to the amount of horizontal convergence. Amount of vertical divergence is exactly equal to the amount of horizontal convergence. Therefore, the image found at this point will be a circle, and this circle is called as circle of least diffusion. Remember, the image, the clearest image in the eye is formed at the circle of least diffusion. And one point you have to remember, circle of least diffusion is very important in the examination point of view. Mostly examiner ask the question where the circle of least diffusion located. In this diagram, the circle of least diffusion is located at point C, but examiner can change the location of circle of least confusion. You have to focus at the diagram. Circle of least diffusion will be located at that point where the vertical divergence is exactly equal to the horizontal convergence. At that point, circle of least diffusion will be located. Our fourth point is, now our vertical rays are still diverging and our horizontal rays are still converging. Now the amount of vertical divergence is much more as compared to horizontal convergence. Therefore, image found at this point will be a vertical oval. Now our fifth point is E. Here our horizontal rays come to a point of focus, they focus at retina, but vertical rays are still diverging. Here there is no procedure with horizontal rays because they focused at a point. Only vertical rays are diverging. Only vertical rays are diverging. Therefore, image will be a vertical line. Now you can see our first point of focus is B and our second point of focus is E. This is F1, this is F2. The interval or distance between two focal point is called as focal interval of sperm. Student, now I want to tell you why we are studying the sperm conid. What is the importance of sperm conid? You well know, I have told you the clearest image in the eye always forms at the circle of least diffusion, and I have also told you that this procedure took place in the astigmatic refractive error. If we suppose this is an astigmatic patient, in you know very well, image is found clear when rays focus at the retina. So our circle of least confusion must always be at retina, but here our circle of least diffusion is in front of retina. In astigmatic cases, we provide the cylindrical glasses to the patient. Suppose we have provided cylindrical glasses to the patient, but here the circle of least confusion is in front of the retina, not at the retina. Now we put the cylindrical glasses at a special position, at a special axis. We rotate the axis, we see that the circle of least confusion must be at retina. Students, this was about sperm conid. If you have any question, you can ask me. If you not subscribe my channel, please subscribe my channel so that you can update with every coming video. Thank you so much.